We have, ya ikhwan, this beautiful hadith, and we're going to take a little explanation of one of the sheikhs, Sheikh Salih al-Fawzan, where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he went on to say, and this is collected in the Silsala al-Hadith as-Sahiha by Sheikh al-Albani. This hadith is also collected in many narrations. From amongst them, it is collected also in Abu Dawood, as well as Imam al-Tabarani, as well as Ibn Nasir. And the hadith is Hasan, and in another narration, another Turk, it is Sahih. Where the Prophet went on to say, Inna min wara'ikum ayyam as-sabr ليمتمسك فيهن يومئذ بما أنتم عليه أجر 50 منكم قالوا يا نبي الله أو منكم قال بل منكم أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. So this hadith where the Prophet ﷺ, he said that ahead of you lies days of patience where you have to be extremely patient, and that the one who continues to do good and to cling on to his religion, that those particular people, and he's talking about the people that came generations after Rasulullah ﷺ, talking about our generations, those that came a little bit before us and those after, that we will receive the reward. I want you to listen very closely to this. The Muslims that are practicing Islam right now, we will receive the reward of 50 of the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhu. The question is, kif? How is that? Well, the scholar, he went on to say that we are greater in the reward due to the temptations that we're living in. They never had the temptations that we're living in right now. You can go right to an alcohol store. You can go right to a place where you can get drugs. Everything is real instant like this. If you go right out in the street, you can get all that within 10 minutes right on the street here. Also, ya ikhwan, it is due to not having the support of the Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The companions of the Prophet sallam, they lived in a time that if they had a pressing issue, they had a problem with their wife, they had a problem with their children, they had a problem with their sustenance, they can go right to the Prophet sallam, ask him for a remedy, ask him for a dua, ask him for advice, and you're getting advice from the best of creation, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Is there a man like Rasulullah sallallahu amongst us today? There is nobody like him. So the Shaykh went on to say, but not the great reward of having the merit of accompanying the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the companions of the Prophet sallallahu are better than us for many virtues.
Excuse me, brother, I don't want to interrupt you,
No.
but you are saying the name of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and people, they are not saying Allahumma salli ala nabi.
Yes.
And
Yes.
al-bakhilu man dhukirtu indahu
Now,
wa lam
barakallahu
yusalli
feek, ya
alayhi.
khaltu. Now, so the sister is saying that there's a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ where he said, do not be from amongst the misers, the bakhil, the one who is stingy, that when you hear my name, Rasulullah, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Muslims, we have been commanded from Allah Azza wa Jal in the Quran to say sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Because when we send salat on the Prophet ﷺ, it actually travels to him in his grave in the barzakh, and he answers back the dua of us. So we should be saying sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So ya ikhwan, ya akhwat, the reward that we're going to get if we hold on to this deen in difficult times is like the reward of the Sahaba 50 times. Can you imagine that? To be a Muslim who's practicing Islam, going to the masjid, trying to maintain their Islam, seeking Islamic knowledge, teaching their children, their family, their women to practice Islam, that if we continue to do that even under unsurmountable, very harsh difficulties, that inshallah ta'ala we will get the reward of those people. So brothers and sisters, inshallah ta'ala, this is just a little reminder that if you've been going through a hard time in your life, if you've been having a hard time holding on to your Islam, know that the Prophet ﷺ said that holding on to this religion will be like holding on to a hot coal. But if you hold on to that hot coal, you will get the reward of 50 of the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, will be rewarded 50 times of what they got. With that, هذا ما عندي وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين.